Baby Makes 3. Mackenzie Cousins Book 1. By Lexi Buchanan.
Prologue. 1 month ago, Sirena. Surrounded by my family, and yet I still feel so alone. I close my eyes tightly as tears threaten to fall. I've cried a lot recently, and it's not all down to the pregnancy hormones that currently play havoc with my health. At 25, my life hasn't turned out exactly as I'd hoped it would. Growing up, all I ever wanted was to have a marriage like my grandparents, like my parents. Except I'd been so desperate to grab onto that dream, that I hadn't stopped to really look at the man that I was tying my life to. There'd been chemistry at first, and we'd quickly married under the assumption that it would be easy, but Harry hadn't been prepared to work for a happy marriage. While I'm carrying his child, he's been dropping his zipper for other women. When I'd first discovered what Harry had been doing, I'd been angry and upset, but then I'd felt nothing. I suppose that I'd accepted it to some extent, but I no longer knew the man that I call husband. He has become an ugly stranger compared to the man that I used to at least like. The only reason I haven't packed up and left our apartment is because of the child I carry. Now though, I have finally come to the conclusion that I'm no longer able to stay. Harry doesn't really want our child or me. He just wants the bachelor life back that he'd relished before we'd married on a whim in Vegas. My family was disappointed in me, and when I really thought about it, deep down, I'd known that I'd agreed to the quick and sneaky marriage so that they didn't have the chance to talk me out of it. I'd acted stupidly, and in hindsight, I wish that I hadn't been so irresponsible and that my family had stepped in. Now I was just over 4 months pregnant with constant bouts of sickness and no one to help me, no one there to ask me if I was okay or if I needed anything. My mother and father were always concerned about me, but that wasn't the same. I want to be loved and cherished just like my father Michael does with my mother, Lily. My parents along with my aunts and uncles are all still in love with each other, and I want that more than anything. I'd always thought that I would have that, and then I would have my first child that had been made with love. Looking back, I'm not even sure love had ever been involved, it was just infatuation. My heart isn't broken, but I do feel betrayed by the one person I should have been able to trust. Deep underneath all the hurt is the knowledge and regret that I'd known the minute I said I do, that I was making a big mistake. My tenacious nature has always gotten me into trouble, and now I don't know what to do. There is a smile plastered on my face while I think about my miserable life, and I have a feeling that I'm not fooling anyone, not my parents, my siblings, Michael, Charlotte and Joshua, nor...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?